Hello folks, how you guys doing? My name is Mark, my peoples, where you at? Today we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, but first this is the thing we're working on, our evil hideous tentacle beast. I'm just going to be refining the line work a little, removing a little bit of the detail. So, are any of you guys fans of Nick Fuentes? I really hope you aren't. Nick Fuentes is a bridge troll who accidentally got released from his prison and has been unleashed upon the rest of the world to torment us. And he is also 100% totally not gay. And why am I talking about Nick Fuentes and about how not gay he is? Because last week, after his stream was finished and he was done streaming for the night, all of a sudden gay porn started playing on his stream. Like he was still streaming, and he just turned off the streaming software, he turned off the OBS or whatever it was, and just jumped right into the pron there, Now, for his part, he's saying that he was hacked. That's what he's saying. And I think the shit is hilarious. And we have here a censored version of what happened. Here is the end of his stream. This is about 1 week ago or so. And you can kind of see what's going on. Let's go ahead and play this.
Have a great rest of your evening.
So he signs off here.
Americanism, not globalism, will be our credo.
Okay, and then, his chat is still going. And then, all of a sudden, some strange things start playing. Okay. And yeah, this is censored out for us. So, see his chat is still going.
And have a great rest of your evening.
Yeah. And apparently this went on for some time before anybody realized what was happening. Because, Nick Fuentes is totally not gay. There's also in this same tweet a reaction from disgraced congressman and serial liar George Santos, whom apparently Nick Fuentes is having some kind of feud with. And here's his response to that. Nick Fuentes streamed gay porn last night on his show. Now the Gapers are claiming it was a Mossad hack. For the love of God, Gapers, just accept your Z Daddy Fuentes is a... I guess it's okay if George Santos says that word, right? Because, he's totally gay. So, yeah, that's what happened. And I think the man's actions speak for himself. Now, Mr. Fuentes here claims that this was a hack, that his channel was hacked. And not only was it hacked, but it was hacked by Israeli intelligence, like the IDF, which is, I just find that not believable. But before we dismiss it out of hand, why don't we take a look at the actual evidence that he posted to show that he is totally not gay and that he was totally hacked by an intelligence organization from a foreign country for some fucking reason. Let's take a look at the actual evidence that he posted. This is from a user called Star of Groip, which I'm assuming he's a groiper, that's what Nick Fuentes calls his followers, the groiper army. Which is, if you don't know what a groiper is, it's basically the cartoon frog from Boys Town that the right-wing alt-right chuds sort of stole and made into a symbol for fucking hate speech. Like, that's a groiper. Those little frogs. And if I was the creator of Boys Town, I'd sue the shit out of Nick Fuentes for using my fucking frog character that I created, but whatever. Here's the response. Why are you lying when there's clear as day evidence put forward against these claims? Overtly lying like this and spreading libelous and damaging lies about someone should be against the terms of service. And you can see here, this is the evidence that Nick Fuentes put saying that he was hacked. So here's this screenshot of a chat. Apparently this green dude is the hacker. It's like he's got like someone on the inside from like Nick Fuentes' like organization. Right, so let's go ahead and read through this. Who is this? You wouldn't know me, but my name is Nate. Your Telegram handle was on an explicit video that was broadcasted on Nick Fuentes' stream last night. And I would like to know what you know about that. Hello. So I guess the dude in gray is the hacker. And then this is like, I don't know, somebody trying to figure out what's going on. Do you have a large following? On X, I have a couple thousand followers, but I'm in the grand scheme of things. No, not really. I'll give you a gift. The insider had to send this for the payment. So that's what he's saying. This is the guy that they contacted. This is the hacker, right? Which you can see what that means. And then the hacker apparently had Nick Fuentes' stream key. That's the evidence that they're playing there, saying that, oh yeah, well, apparently this hacker had his stream key and then he logged in as Nick Fuentes or whatever, and then played a bunch of gay porn after his stream. And he's apparently part of the Mossad because he's got Hebrew, right? And then, this is what I really like. This fourth screenshot is from Grok. So this dude is asking who hacked Nick Fuentes' stream. Grok, it appears that Nick Fuentes' stream was hacked by an Israeli account last night. The hacker played a homosexual porno video during the stream. This incident has been confirmed by multiple sources and discussed on various platforms. Please keep in mind, if you ask an AI something, the answer you get doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. Just because Grok says it happened doesn't mean that it actually fucking happened. I don't understand how that's like evidence of this, right? Some more evidence. If you look at the playlist on Nick Fuentes' Cozy TV, it looks like somebody went and changed all of the titles to his streams. Now, that actually kind of makes me think that maybe he was hacked, but how do we know that this is real? How do we know that this is legit? It's maybe not, because here's the thing. Nick could have just changed all of these himself when he was trying to come up with an excuse. See what I mean? It's like, it's not actual proof, it's circumstantial evidence that he was hacked. But it also could be evidence of a cover-up. Yeah, pretty bad stuff for Nick. Now, just think about this, right? Because here's the thing. The screenshot I showed you, some people are saying that those are fake too. Like, if you could read Hebrew, then if you actually saw that one picture with the Hebrew and the guy's name, that it doesn't make sense. I don't know. I can't read Hebrew, and I'm not going to take the time to try to find somebody to translate that shit for me. The thing is that, well, all of this quote-unquote evidence that he was hacked is not something that somebody can't fake. Like, so what's his evidence that he was hacked, right? He's got a couple of chat conversations that he took screenshots of. He's got a photo of all of the titles to his streams, like his archived streams, and their names have been changed to things that are making fun of him. And that's pretty much it. That's not anything that you can't just doctor together. Those are things that if you wanted to, say, create an excuse as to why you accidentally left your stream going when you started jerking off to gay porn immediately afterwards, you could create those things. You could create this evidence on your own. Anybody who can use Photoshop can create this evidence on their own and make it look somewhat plausible. And so that's why I don't completely buy it. It puts it in the maybe category for me. Because if I wanted to fake that, I could fake it. And I'm not a professional. I mean, I know how to use Photoshop. That's it. Well, I'm assuming Nick Fuentes knows how to use Photoshop too. And if he doesn't, he probably has a guy that knows how to do it. Why am I saying this? Why am I not just believing Nick Fuentes? Because Nick Fuentes has a little bit of a history of these sort of kerfluffles, I guess is what you would call them. He has been, in the past, caught acting very suspicious when it comes to this sort of thing. For example, way back in the day, about 2 years ago, an interview came out. He had a friend named Jaden McNeil, and Jaden McNeil is also a live streamer. And basically, Jaden McNeil was a little bit of a whistleblower. Came out about how crazy Nick Fuentes is and all that other stuff as he sort of severed ties with him. And one of the stories he told in all of the interviews that he did was that how Nick went crazy when Jaden McNeil finally got a girlfriend. See, one of the things that Nick Fuentes like sort of says all the time is that he's like an incel, and he sort of embraces that because he knows that's what his audience is. Incel, it's the involuntarily celibate is what that is. That's not just the only thing that makes one an incel. It's also an attitude and a very particular sort of set of political beliefs. Men are superior in every way, women are inferior in every way, and women having political agency is what's destroying our country, essentially, and turning men into weak beta males and shit like that. Like, that's the incel thing, right? So it's not just about being unable to get laid and blaming everybody else for the fact that you're a loser. It's also all of this other misogynist bullshit. And Nick Fuentes kind of does this. He embraces this because it's a pathway to radicalizing people and turning them into racists, essentially. The belief in incel ideology, you know, incel politics and stuff like that overlaps really heavily with white nationalism. And that's why Nick Fuentes is interested in it, because he's trying to draw people towards white nationalism, racism, white supremacy, that kind of thing. That's why he embraces that. And I also really personally do believe that he is also a virgin. And I think he's 26 now and has never felt the warm embrace of a woman. I don't think that's because he thinks women are inferior per se. I think it's because he's in the closet. And is using, I think Nick Fuentes is in the closet and he's using the incel thing as an excuse as to why he's never had a girlfriend, because he doesn't really want girls. He's really secretly gay, but he knows that if he comes out as gay, then he loses his career because all of his followers are going to abandon him. Because he spent the last, 6 to 8 years building this image of the tough, red-pilled alpha male white Superman. That's what I think. There's been some other bits of evidence here and there that he's dropped. For example, he accidentally one time about 2 years ago, he was looking through his analytics on his stream. One of the tabs that he had open was of trans porn. This actually happened too. The title of the video open in his tabs was called T-Girl Sucking a Femboy's Dick, and then he jerks until cum. I'll leave that for you guys to go search for yourself. I don't think I need to show you that video or show you that, but you can find it. If you want to find that, you can go on Twitter and just search for it, and you'll find the video of Nick Fuentes flipping through his tabs. And then you can see that tab open. And even though I probably could get away with showing it to you on YouTube, I'm not going to take the risk. But suffice to say, there was some T-porn there open in his tabs, which is a very suspicious thing for someone who is so vehemently anti-gay to have open on his phone, wouldn't you say? Kind of reminds me of that time that Alex Jones got caught looking at the T-porn as well. You know, guys, if you would just be honest about what you're into, people will accept you. I mean, maybe not your audience that you've cultivated by spreading hate and fear this whole time. You'll be better off if you just come out. This here is a picture of a Nazi cat boy that Nick Fuentes totally didn't have sex with. This dude is a gay Nazi cat boy, and Nick Fuentes has this video where he basically went on a date with this guy. And the whole time they're like out doing their thing, Fuentes here is flirting his ass off with this gay Nazi cat boy. It's It's hilarious. And he's just, then he has the audacity to come out and say, I'm not gay. It's like, dude, you're totally fucking gay. Just embrace it. You know what I mean? Embrace it, for fuck's sake. So this has, of course, made all of the followers that he has completely go bananas and defend him like crazy. Because one of the things that is great about having a cult of personality surrounding you is that no matter what you do, no matter how bad you screw up, no matter what you say, there's always going to be some hardcore group of your followers who will buy whatever bullshit excuse you have on hand and will defend you. So his followers are eating the whole I was hacked by the Mossad thing up like crazy. Before we move on to the reactions, though, I just want to kind of explore that a little bit. Hacked by the Mossad. I mean, hacked by... I don't buy that. I mean, first off, Israel, the nation of Israel, is in the middle of a war right now. At least, a genocide. Right. They're calling it a war. I mean, I guess the Palestinians are fighting back, and good for them. Israel, the nation of Israel, has other things that they're dealing with right now. They're in a war. So why would Israeli intelligence, because that's what the Mossad are, why would they be wasting precious man hours on an alt-right influencer in a country half a world away? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so they're fighting a propaganda war or something like that, but why would they be wasting their time with that? I mean, shouldn't they be going out there and trying to, I don't know, get information on the factions that they're fighting and the current conflict that they're involved in? Like, why would they be wasting their time with Nick Fuentes? And that's the thing about these guys, right? Not just Nick Fuentes, but Alex Jones and like all these other fucking like alt-right influencer douchebag types. They always hype themselves up to be way more important than they actually are. Israel doesn't give a fuck about Nick Fuentes. Like, they literally do not care about Nick Fuentes. There's no universe out there in the infinite multiverse where the Mossad actually paid to have somebody hack Nick Fuentes. It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. They have a million other things out there that they would be spending their time and their money on. More than just money. Spending their time on. There's a limited amount of time, and you have a limited amount of resources to go around, and there's much higher priorities out there than just hacking some fucking dipshit Nazi stream. I find that shit hard to believe. I just don't find it believable that the Mossad would waste their time fucking hacking Nick Fuentes. It's just stupid. It's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. That's fucking dumb. If you believe it, you're a goddamn moron. Well, plenty of people do believe it. Because, like I said, he's got a cult of personality behind him. And there's lots of reactions on Twitter of various people defending Nick Fuentes. Let's look at a few of these. Here's a guy that is defending Mr. Fuentes. His name is Elliot Dodger. If you guys remember, Elliot Rodger was the incel murderer who went out and shot 14 women, I believe, in Santa Barbara. So, yeah, you can see who this fucking guy is. Nick Fuentes has been trending on Twitter more often than you are capable of counting. Had dinner with Trump, worked with Kanye West, was a millionaire by 21 and gained 200,000 followers in less than 24 hours of being unbanned on Twitter. I'm not the one projecting. All of that stuff may be true, but he's also gay. He's also gay and in the closet. There's nothing wrong with being gay. It's the talking out against gay people thing that turns him into a giant hypocrite. See, here's the other thing, because people on the left don't like this either. Whenever you rightfully point out that someone who's incredibly homophobic is secretly gay, some people on the left get angry at that, and they say, oh, well, you're blaming gay people for homophobia. And it's like, well, no, I'm not blaming gay people for homophobia. I'm blaming hypocrites. Nick Fuentes is a giant fucking hypocrite. Just that's the cherry on the top there. The hate and the bigotry that he spreads on a daily basis in order to make money. The reason why Nick Fuentes is rich is because he's a bigot. The cherry on top of that hate-filled sundae is his hypocrisy. That he himself is obviously fucking gay. Moving on. Okay, this is something that I keep finding from all of his defenders here. They all say whenever you post something negative about Nick Fuentes, they ask you if you're Jewish. Here's a guy who posted the video we just watched. The response from a dude named Hattie is, "Are you Jewish?" That's why they believe the whole horseshit Mossad hack story. Because these fuckers, like, have some kind of, like, ridiculous screenplay in their head where, like, Nick Fuentes is the arch enemy of the Jews and that they're trying to destroy his life and all this other shit like that. And it's like, get the fuck out of here, like, but I don't know. Here's another one. Keep spreading lies while you can. Chicano Marine, you're getting deported soon anyway. Because this was a guy named Chicano Marine who posted this. What I liked here was this response to the response. Nick is Mexican and Jewish. So this is somebody who is even further to the right of Nick Fuentes, who is calling him out for not being the pure white Aryan Superman that he claims to be. Well, you know, Mr. Purse-snatching bully Apu, you can add gay onto that too. He, of course, is not Jewish. He's also not Mexican. His family might be from Mexico, but Nick Fuentes is an American citizen. It just always gets me. It's like, Nick Fuentes, right, is the most vile of the vile. He's the biggest douchebag, dickhead on the block. And no matter how much of a fucking scumbag you are, there's always somebody else who's a bigger scumbag than you. And that's what I get from this little tweet here. Okay, this is another response. Why did you zoom in and crop out the part where he actually proves it? Here's the guy who did it. You can go ask him. It was debunked, but you prefer to spread misinformation. By the way, are you Jewish? You notice that? Are you Jewish? Are you Jewish? It always pops up with that. Are you Jewish? What does it fucking matter what my religion is? What does my religion have to do with the fact that Nick Fuentes is gay? I'm sorry, dude. Like, these people are in fucking denial. Here's another one. Fish Groper. Even Grok knows the truth. And this is what Mr. Fish Groper posted. He went and asked Grok, which is Twitter's AI. And this is Grok's response. I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but long story short, you can pause the video and read it yourself. Grok says that it is most likely a hack. When did this become a way of winning arguments? Just because, like, an AI says something does not mean it's true. AI picks up false information all the fucking time. Just to kind of push that point home, here's a thing I found on Lemmy. Lemmy, of course, is an alternative to Reddit because I got banned from Reddit. The Google AI isn't hallucinating about glue and pizza. It's just over-indexing an 11-year-old Reddit post by a dude named Fucksmith. And here's Google AI saying that you can add about 1/8 of a cup of non-toxic glue to the sauce, to pizza sauce. And here's Mr. Fucksmith's post saying that he likes to put 1/8 of a cup of Elmer's glue in his pizza sauce as a troll. See, that's the thing. AI can't tell the difference. AI doesn't know if somebody's lying. So when this dude here says, oh, even Grok knows, it's like, no, you fucking moron. Like, Grok doesn't know shit. Grok is an AI. Like, it's a computer program. It can't tell if something is real or fake. It has no idea if the shit it's regurgitating to you is actually true. So that's a disturbing thing that I'm seeing more and more in the future. Arguments in the future are going to suck because there's going to be idiots posting AI shit. Like, no, you fucking moron. Give me an actual real source. One last thing, just to kind of show you guys, right? Because if any of you had doubts that Mr. Fuentes here wasn't into chicks, well, here's a video by the man himself that I think you guys should take a look at. Let's make it a little smaller here so that Twitch doesn't kick my stream here. But this is Nick Fuentes basically talking about his opinion on sex with women. Let's give it a watch.
What, people calling me gay because I've never had a girlfriend? I think if anything, it makes me less gay. If anything, it makes me not gay. As opposed to less gay. Not that there's any gay, but it makes me not gay. Well, because think about it this way. You know, a gay people do date girls all the time. Real. And
sure
when
do.
I said on Elijah Schaefer...
Sure they do, because that's like, we all know that gay people love women, right? I mean, they date women all the time. Sure they do, mister. Okay.
Show, and they said, have you ever been in a romantic relationship? Have you ever had sex with a girl? And I said, no. if you name searched me on Twitter, as I always do, all these gay people are coming out and saying, I've had more girlfriends than Nick. I've had sex with more girls than Nick. So like I said last week, not only is that thinking flawed, but actually it's the reverse. That actually...
Oh my God, sorry. I'm just trying not to laugh. That thinking's flawed. I mean, am I crazy here, folks? Really? I mean, he's saying this shit here with a smile on his face. It's pretty fucking obvious. At least I think so. But there's about a minute left. Let's watch a little bit more.
More heterosexual than anybody. if we're really being honest, never having a girlfriend, never having sex with a woman really makes you more heterosexual. Because honestly...
So never ever having sex with a girl makes you less gay? Is this what I'm here? That's what he's saying? Continuing.
Dating women is gay. Having sex with women is gay. And having sex with men is gay. And you know, it's all gay. And if you want to know the truth, the only really straight heterosexual position is to be an asexual incel. That's it. So that's all there is. Being a MGTOW asexual incel is really the straightest position that you can have. Having sex in itself is gay. I think that it's...
Having sex with women is gay. You heard it here, folks. You heard it right from his mouth. I don't think we need to listen to any more. I mean, there's a few seconds left, but you heard what the man said. Having sex with women is gay. I don't know how much more clear we need to hear it, you know, right from the horse's mouth there. So, having his history there, you know, the fact that his close confidants have come out and said that he's got weird shit going on when it comes to women, that his friends said that he hunted for semen stains with a black light on his furniture after he got a girlfriend. The fact that they caught him with a tab open with T-porn in it. And this latest, you know, this video here about how he just thinks having sex with women is gay. I mean, kind of makes me think that maybe he wasn't hacked. Kind of makes me think that Mr. Fuentes just got caught with his pants down, literally, and created this narrative that it was the Jews that obviously want to destroy his reputation, want to hack him and accuse him of being, you know, gay or whatever. And here's the thing about this, folks, right? Am I making fun of Nick Fuentes for being gay? Well, yeah, kind of. But I'm only doing it because he has created a career of spreading hate. That's how he made all his money. You know, there was that tweet a little while back that how he's a millionaire and all that. He probably is. I don't know how much money Nick Fuentes has. It's more than me. That's probably for sure. He does have, you know, hundreds of thousands of followers, if not millions of followers, God help us. And he has been hobnobbing it with very influential, powerful people. I mean, he had dinner with Donald fucking Trump, for fuck's sake, the next president. So it's like, it's true. This guy is rich and powerful. The way he got that way is by spreading hate. And that's what gets me. That's why I'm like, I'm not making fun of him because he's gay. I'm making fun of him because he's a fucking hypocrite. He's a hypocrite who makes money off of the suffering of others for their sexual orientation, which happens to be a sexual orientation that it's heavily... The evidence shows that he is at least somewhat interested in, if not fully immersed in himself. And that's what pisses me off about it. That's what pisses me off about it. Like I said earlier, you know, some people on the left say, oh, whenever you say this shit, it's like you're blaming homophobia on gay people. It's like, no, not blaming homophobia on gay people. I'm blaming homophobia on hypocrites. Because that's what this guy is. And him and Alex Jones and every, like, Republican asshole politician who votes for a law restricting gay rights and then gets caught in a fucking airport bathroom soliciting male prostitutes. Shit like that. Every single preacher and rabbi and imam who gets busted in a 39-person all-male orgy. Every fucking asshole conservative preacher douchebag who runs a fucking, like, gay conversion camp. Those, like, pray away the gay camps where they go and send little kids and fuck up their minds. And then, like, 2 years later gets busted, like, smoking crack with a male prostitute. Every single one of those fucking people, those are the people that I get mad at. They're hypocrites who make money by destroying people's lives. That's what Nick Fuentes does. He makes money by destroying people's lives. By making fun of gay people, by spreading hate about black people and immigrants and all this other stuff. And about how we need to take over the country and turn it into a Christian theology. He made a goddamn video saying that non-Christians should be fucking executed. He did. Maybe we should play that one too. Right? That's fucking Nick Fuentes. And then after he's done spreading all his hate and his fear and getting his money from his dipshit fucking followers, he goes and spanks his fucking chicken to, like, gay porn right afterwards. It's like they're rubbing it in our face. That's the thing about it. That's what makes it so infuriating. Is that it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. None of these people believe any of this fucking stuff. Right? They're doing it because they make money. It just pisses me off so fucking much. So, anyway, fuck Nick Fuentes. I guess that's all I gotta say. Anybody who watches him is a goddamn moron.
Hello folks, if you like what I do and you want to support the channel, please consider buying something from my Etsy shop, supporting me on Patreon, liking and subscribing, and checking me out across my social media links listed below. Thank you all so much, and see you next time.